I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. I'm gonna make this quick. I was in Sam's Club today, and if you don't know, when you're walking out of Sam's Club, before they allow you to leave, you have to stop in a line, kind of like Walmart, because they don't trust us. You have to stop in a line and you give them your receipt. They scan your receipt, and then they scan some items in your basket to make sure you really have what what you're trying to walk out with. You really paid for what you're trying to walk out with. So I'm standing in line, and let me just throw this in there. The line was not moving. We were waiting. They only had one girl up there. She acted like she didn't know what she was doing. The guy that was up there was acting like somebody else was supposed to be up there, standing in La La Land, spinning around. Oh my gosh, where is she? So we're waiting, which means, when you're waiting and you don't want anybody to skip you, because it's like, no. So I'm standing in line waiting, and there's this lady up in age. She's probably old enough to be my mom. And then she's with her mom, and they're at a cash register that leads into the middle of the line. So they could just walk straight, and they're in the line to exit instead of going to the back and getting in line like everybody else had to. So in my head, I'm sipping my juice and I'm looking at them, and in my head I'm like, okay, they just finished checking out. They're pushing the basket. I hope you don't think you're finna just push your basket in front of me, like you don't see me in the line and I've been sitting here waiting all this time. I hope you don't think that you're just gonna, and I was like, because it's just the principle. It's the principle. I'm saying all this stuff in my head. And when I got to the part where I was like, it's the principle, would you know I choked on my juice? I choked on my juice, and I said, oh Lord, I repent. It's not the principle. And the reason why I repented, because in that moment when I choked on my juice, the parable of, I'm going to call it the parable of the workers. I don't know if it's called the parable of the vineyard or whatever, but it's Matthew 20, and we're calling it the parable of the workers for this story. So that parable came to me, how there were these guys, and they were recruited early in the morning to work the vineyard, to work the fields or whatever, and they agreed to 1 denarius or 1 penny to work for that day. The guy that recruited them basically went out again, and it's later on in the day, he recruits some more people, but he recruits them to work the rest of the shift for that same penny. So the people that came earlier, they were like, oh no, because I feel like you're supposed to be giving us more. How we working for the same raggedy penny that these people that just got here are working for? I feel like you need to cough up some more cash. You need to cough up some more some more pennies, some more coins. Where are coins? But remember, they agreed to it, right? I think the reason why that parable came to me is because time, like it literally, it doesn't matter. We were all going in that line for the same exact reason, okay? To get out, to get home, to get to your car, to leave. And there are going to be some people that you lived your whole life, you feel like you lived your whole life for Christ, yada yada yada, and then here comes this person that just did all this ridiculousness, all this wickedness, and at the last minute they can still be saved. How is that fair? It doesn't matter. The end goal is the end goal, and Jesus died for us all to receive that salvation, to receive that. Listen, I let that old lady and her daughter go. When she was like, when the line moved up and she was like, oh, go, I was like, girl, you can go. You could go. I sure did. I let her go right ahead on, and I waited like I was going to be doing anyway. It's not like I was next to walk out the door, so it wasn't going to kill me to just stand there and wait for an extra 30 seconds. And I believe the Lord was rewarding me, because when I told her she could go, the guy that was acting frazzled because whoever was supposed to be on their shift wasn't there, he ended up taking out his little device thing, and he said, okay, next person in line. guess who the next girl was? Me. And I walked up, and would you know, me and the old lady and her daughter and me, we both got checked out together and walked outside together. Yes, ma'am. Listen, do what you want to do. Feel how you want to feel about what I just said. Ask the Lord to let it fester. Take whatever you're supposed to take and move on. Just remember, no matter how self-righteous and how, I did this and that, salvation is the end goal, and they're going to be people that you least expect to make it in. But the end goal is that we all make it in. You guys remember the Lord and have a wonderful day.